Chapter 7. Recovery. While Annabelle was home, she felt miserable. While others may have enjoyed being waited on hand and foot, Annabelle didn't like it one bit. She wanted to get out of the bed first thing in the morning and practice walking on her crutches. She kept asking her mom and dad to help her move around with the crutches and knee brace so she could get lots of practice before she went back to school. Yes, Annabelle was already thinking about going back to school. Annabelle was not one to sit around and do nothing. Her mind had to be at work in some way, even if her body couldn't move as quickly as she wanted it to. Annabelle kept her school books, binders, and reading books right next to her bed on her night table at all times. She also had her special fall festival clipboard on her bed to remember the big tasks she had ahead of her. Once, her mom walked in the room as Annabelle was trying to use the crutches by herself. Annabelle, she said, you must be careful. Remember what the doctor said. You're not fully healed yet. You can actually do more harm than good if you try to rush the process. Mom sounded very concerned. Mom, I can't stay in bed all day like this. I feel so useless. Honey, healing takes time, and you must exercise a little patience. You already did a lot of practice walking today, probably a little more than you should have. I know how you feel, but you must follow the doctor's orders. You shouldn't overdo it, Mom warned her. All right, agreed Annabelle. But I just can't wait to get back to school and have another committee meeting here at the house. I really need to meet with everyone to discuss supplies and the layout of everything. She picked up her clipboard and started going over the fall festival notes she had written down to discuss with the committee at the next meeting. Honey, are you sure you're going to be able to do all this extra work with the fall festival in your condition? Mom asked. You're not going to be able to get around like you used to for a while. I'll be able to get along just fine with this knee brace and these crutches, Annabelle said with a brave face. It's going to be hard enough getting back and forth to school each morning. A sprain like this can take a lot out of you. You may feel yourself getting more tired because you're using different muscles to move around, cautioned Mom. I'll make sure I eat a good breakfast each morning and take my vitamins. I'll also make sure I get to bed early every night, Annabelle said. You just may want to consider asking someone else to take over until you get your strength back fully. That's all I'm saying, honey. Remember, the doctor said you had to take it easy. Who could Annabelle possibly ask at such short notice? There was only one person, and that would be Lila. But would she be able to do it? Lila was just like Annabelle in so many ways because she was a hard worker and very interested in completing a project with excellence. When they first met, Annabelle took a liking to her right away. Annabelle started to agree with her mom a bit about getting help with the festival. Maybe she should take it easy for a while so she could be 100% for the actual fall festival in 2 weeks. Annabelle didn't want to miss that for the world. Maybe she could work in the background. Annabelle's mom would always tell her that some of the brightest stars shine behind others, giving their light away. Annabelle decided that's exactly what she would do. Chapter 7 is finished. I have a question for you. Do you think it was a good idea for Annabelle's mom to suggest to her to allow someone else to take over her responsibilities with the fall festival? Why or why not? Discuss this with your friends.